Welcome everyone to My Weight World TV. I'm Dr. Brenda MD, and today we have a registered dietitian, Janice Baker, in the studio with us to discuss fatigue. Welcome, Janice.
Great to be here, Brenda.
Well, first of all, I want to suggest to our audience that they make an appointment with their physician for a full physical exam if they are feeling fatigued. And once any medical reasons for the fatigue are ruled out, then they can move on with diet and exercise. So, Janice, let's talk about fatigue exactly.
Sure.
Can you describe to me exactly what is fatigue as opposed to just feeling tired?
Right. Tired when you don't get enough sleep the night before. You didn't get enough sleep. Fatigue is something that happens to people in many cases just on a daily basis. They just don't have energy to get up and do things that they normally would do. It's sort of more chronic and long-term. And the symptoms can be quite vague, but persistent. For example, just feeling, again, tired, even heart palpitations sometimes can be a sign of extreme fatigue, just lack of interest in many things, just no energy. That's how it's usually described.
Okay. How would you describe the fatigue, weight, and nutrition? How are they related?
Well, actually it's very related, and there can be a lot of different nutritional reasons behind fatigue. First of all, if you're not getting the right nutrition in your diet, for example, a lack of iron sources. Iron is very important to carry oxygen to all your tissues, including your brain. Iron deficiency anemia can be a source of fatigue. Not enough calories, too many calories, too much fat in your diet, that takes a lot of energy to digest. Skipping meals, all kinds of nutritional reasons can be behind fatigue.
Being overweight?
Being overweight, just think, that's a big burden on your body. Your body has to carry around all that excess weight. And that adds a lot of stress to your body and can make you much more tired. One statistic that I read is that for every 1 pound in body weight that you gain, that's an extra 5 pounds in weight that your knees have to deal with, the stress of the weight on your knees. So over time, your joints having to carry all that relatively more weight, that creates a lot of fatigue in itself.
Okay. How about the nutrients in our diet?
Right. Well, again, if we're not getting enough nutrients like B vitamins that we need to turn food into energy, iron, enough carbohydrates, which is important for our brain to work the right way, even water. Water's a nutrient. If we don't get enough water, if we're dehydrated, we can feel very fatigued and very tired. So that's why there's a lot of nutritional aspects of fatigue that we need to look at. Also, when people skip meals, again, you're starving your brain as well as your body. That causes a lot of fatigue in itself.
How about if you are overweight and you start eating a healthier diet? Do you think you'd feel less fatigued?
Certainly both right away and in the long term. Right away, if all of a sudden you change your diet so you're getting more of the important nutrients, healthy carbohydrates, the kind that keep your blood sugar stable instead of spiking it up and letting you down. Also, a high-fat diet. Many people think about after lunch. They're always so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired after lunch. Well, if you're sitting down to burgers and fries, that's a lot of fat. That takes a lot of energy for your stomach to digest. That diverts the blood supply from your brain to your stomach. And you're going to feel tired. So if you eat a healthier lunch, like a turkey sandwich and some fruit, you're more likely to feel a little bit more energetic after lunch. Other aspects of your diet can also come into play. For example, caffeine. A lot of people use caffeine to really keep them going all day long. That's very common. But what we don't realize is that we can develop a tolerance to caffeine very quickly. And the more we have, the more we need. So it's an artificial stimulant. And all of a sudden, if your caffeine supply is cut off for some reason, you're going to feel a lot more tired than you actually are.
And don't you feel a little more tired after you have a cup of coffee? The hour or two you feel okay, but then boom, drop.
You get into that
grab another cup of
slump
coffee.
And you grab another one. And when you start having a lot of caffeine, that starts to disrupt your sleep at night, which in turn causes even more tiredness.
How about weight loss? Do you notice with your clients when they do start losing weight and eating a healthier diet, how is their fatigue?
Well, I hear a lot of great improvements in fatigue. One incident that I know of is overweight, especially extra fat in the stomach can cause a condition we know as heartburn or GERD. And many of the patients that I see have a lot of heartburn, and that keeps them up at night and it disrupts their sleep. When you even lose 5 or 10 pounds, that heartburn can really decrease. They're sleeping better, so they're feeling better during the day. So they're very motivated to keep eating healthier. It sort of, sort of feeds on itself, so to speak. So that's one way that they can feel better. Also remember, the pressure and stress on your back, your joints, your feet, that happens all day long. That really increases your feelings of tiredness. So when you have that weight off of you, you're going to feel better all day long because your body and your heart doesn't have to work to support all that weight.
So specifically, let's say a patient came in, she was overweight, she's complaining of fatigue. That's her bigger symptoms, even more so than her weight.
Right.
Is there a special diet you would put someone like that on, a little different?
Well, first of all, like you said at the beginning, I'd say first let's find out what's going on with you medically. See your doctor, have the testing done, see if you have diabetes. Just diabetes in itself causes tremendous fatigue. See if you have something called sleep apnea. You could be, eating a healthy diet, but if for some reason at night your sleep is interrupted by problems with breathing, you're going to have a hard time. So you want your doctor to rule out medical conditions. Medications can cause fatigue. And so there may be ways to work around that. So again, have your doctor look at all those areas. And then again, when you look at the diet, make sure you're eating regular meals, healthful meals that'll help you get towards your goal weight. But remember, exercise is really critical too, to balance that out. And again, people who are tired, they're too tired to exercise. So I usually recommend, as long as their doctors say it's okay, to start out small. Take more walks, use a pedometer, even just using some light weights while you're sitting on the couch at night watching TV, just to start getting used to exercising, getting the blood circulating, feeling a little bit better, and then they can build on that slowly. But it is really hard to get motivated when you're tired.
Right. But you know that if you start moving, you do feel better.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees.
It's just getting started that's hard.
Getting over that hump.
Right.
I know this is a good question and probably not very good, but magic foods. Are there any magic foods that make us feel better?
There's no one magic food. A lot of times, again, that's where people start using the Monster energy drinks or Red Bull or a lot of Starbucks. Again, that's artificial stimulation, and that's going to wear off. Again, the best diet to make sure that you're as alert as you can be is regularly spaced meals, so you're not over hungry. Get a lot of fruits and vegetables in your diet to give you the vitamins and minerals that you need. Take a supplement if your doctor advises, a multivitamin, mineral supplement. And again, make sure you're not restricting major food groups like carbohydrates or certain amounts of protein or things like that, because your body and your brain need all these foods in the right way to work and to make sure that you're feeling as good as you can be.
Yeah. So bottom line, weight loss, healthy diet, and get moving, right?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. And that'll help fatigue.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and thanks, Janice. I'm Dr. Brenda, MD, and please tune in again to My Weight World TV so we can help you reach your goals with our community.